I want to start off with something I saw on the Cardinal Divas of SC page from you, and it said, I created this to uplift Black people and Black voices while still at a PWI. And I'm a PWI grad, University of Florida, and I feel like the experience is very unique. And sometimes it's hard to explain to someone who has not been Black at a PWI. So I want to ask you, what was the moment or experience where you were like, Black people on this campus need more empowerment, need to be uplifted, and I want to be a part of that?
So honestly, it really started before I even got on campus. It was during COVID, so my freshman year, we were all at home, and I was looking for ways for when I got back on campus that I was going to get back into dancing and athletics while I was in college. And I was scrolling through all the teams that they had, and I was just like, there was just one little token Black girl, and you can tell that she was cutting it to a certain type of way. And I knew that I was never gonna fit that. Like, I have my natural hair. Um, I don't dance like them. I don't even look like them in size or stature. And it was just like, if I'm looking on all of these teams, then I know that there are actual Black girls that are here on campus that feel the same way that I do. And I was like, I'm already doing majorette and I don't want to stop. So this will be a way for me to continue not only dancing, but making a space for girls like me because I know I'm not the only one that's going to feel like this. So, yeah.
Yeah. How did you go about finding the other girls that felt the same way?
I just posted on Instagram. I was like, hey, y'all, I'm creating a majorette team. Let me know if you guys are interested or want to help out or even want to try out when it's time. And then I also put that in our Black SC group chat, group me. And so I was really just blasting it wherever I could. So
Yeah. And what was the response? Was it immediate? Did it take some time?
it actually was like pretty immediate. Everybody was so hyped and they were like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm so excited. We should have been did this. I'm so happy you did this. I can't wait. Da, da, da. So it was really exciting. I was like, oh, great. This is what I like to hear. You want to have that support when you're going into something so big.
For sure. So from the moment you had the idea to putting it in the group chat, like how long was that? Because I know sometimes we have ideas and it's like I'm gonna sit on it for a little bit. I'm gonna see how. What was the timeline?
So if we go back to my freshman year, I didn't really know anybody. We're online, we're at home. And then I moved to LA the second semester of my freshman year. And that's when I started like planting little tiny seeds in people's ear, but like nothing crazy because I was like, I don't like to talk about stuff that I didn't fully develop yet. So I'm not going to go too much into depth until I know 100% that it's done and happening. So, little by ear with my close friends type of thing, just to hear their opinions, their thoughts, and they're like, yes, this is great. Like, people are really going to want this. And then once we started getting into classes, and I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely see that there would be an interest because I see how these girls dance. I see how they act. I see how, like, they want to have something for them, by them, and it's not here yet. So I was like, okay, this is going to be great. This is going to work out. I, of course, didn't think it would go like crazy viral, but I was like, this is gonna do for USC. It's gonna be great. Maybe the fans might hate it, but it's okay. This is the name of the game. So
Yeah. So okay, first game. What went into the first game? Everybody saw the viral video. Y'all look great. Uniforms, hair, makeup, everything looked great. But I'm sure there was a lot that went into getting to that moment.
yes, you know. Okay, so just to give a little tea,
Okay, give me
I
the.
I work with athletics, right, and I also work with USG, University Student Government, and so I had a little pool in areas,
Okay.
and I was like, y'all, and we were practicing every day, every single day at 10 p.m. Yes, 10 p.m. That was the only time that worked. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. So we were like, okay, I was like, y'all have to be ready. Look, this is a student organization, so we're like certified, but I'm gonna finesse these seats. So y'all have to act like y'all belong in order for us to stay there. Okay. Okay. And so my job with student government, well, I still am. I'm a gate call coordinator. So basically, I have the list and I decide who gets to come into these games early
You're the
and go.
plug.
And so, and then also I work with athletics. So I'm talking to all my coworkers, my boss, like, so, what are you thinking here? You
Yeah.
know? And so I was like, you know what? I'm putting a whole Cardinal Divas team on this list right now. And I put the team name and I put everybody underneath that organization. I put it down. I was like, okay, y'all have to be here 2 hours before the game so we can get our seats, and we're gonna stay there the entire time so nobody can take our seats. They're not G'ing anything. And so honestly, I didn't know how it was gonna work. I was like, we could get kicked out. I don't know, but I have faith that this I I finessed well enough for us to stay here,
Yeah.
and I finessed the perfect spot, the perfect amount of seats. It was like the dream first game. Like the energy was there. The sunlight was beaming until the game started, and then it was dark, and then there was the beaming lights throughout the field, and it was just and everybody was like, "What's going on? Who? What? Who?" Ah. And so it was just so much energy and so much excitement because they were like, "You want to watch the game, but forget the game. Look at these girls. Like, what?"
Mhm.
And so it was really just like a really surreal moment, and it was just so fun.
Oh my goodness. It looked fun. And it looked like y'all were supposed to be there. It looked like that was not the first game. Like, yes, like y'all were ready to go. And being from Miami, like, this is what I see from all the way from a high school level going up. But it's not something I saw at UF. So,
Mhm.
how did people who did not look like us react to y'all?
They were actually like really excited. They didn't know they didn't know anything, but they would be like, "Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? Like, are you guys like a new team? What is this? Like, you guys are eating, you're killing it." You know how they be trying to keep up with the lingo and stuff.
Y'all better
And
eat.
and they were like, we were like, yes, we're the Cardinal Divas of SC. We're a new majorette team. And they're like, majorette? What is majorette? And so, you got to give a Cliff Notes version of majorette. And it was just like, yeah, we're basically here just to support the team and dance and have fun in the stands while our team is out there winning games. And they're
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing. You guys should have been here. Like, this is the energy we need. Like, I tell you, every break, every second that the game wasn't on, they people were coming and talking to us. What is this? Oh my gosh, I love it. Like even the new football coach, Lincoln Riley, he even came up to us saying how he loves it and he supports and he took a picture with us. And you know, it was just everybody loves the energy that we exude when we're just there. So it
Yeah.
was
What
great.
was your first experience with majorette style dancing?
My first experience was so long ago. So I'm from Chicago,
Okay.
and we have majorette teams in high schools and stuff too. But I was in second or third grade, and I've been dancing since I was two. So dancing, 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 and I'm also a gymnast. So I'm dancing and tumbling
Oh,
all
you
the
just do all the things.
same. Right, exactly. And so um, now that I get to second, third grade, she's also a dancer at our studio, but she's a coach at one of these high schools that my mom works at. And
Mhm.
so she was like, she asked my mom, and she was like, I know you work here. And so I wanted to ask if your daughter could join our majorette team. And so this would be me, second, third grader. What I don't even know what that is. Not I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie.
7, 8. Mhm.
Some little young age
Mhm.
dancing with high schoolers. And I was like, yes. Any way to dance, like I'm gonna do it because I grew up watching Southern, ASU, Jackson. It was just all in there. Like both my parents worked at schools, at high school, so of course they would be going to visit colleges, and so I just got to be like in that little loophole and venture out and look at all this cool stuff. And I was just like, oh my God, duh, I want to dance. I want to keep dancing. Um, so that's really where I got introduced to majorette. And it was really like a whirlwind of stuff because honestly, I didn't even have a lot of time to be on the team. But so basically, like the day of a performance for like halftime show, I would literally learn the performance that day,
Day of
day
is
of, because I
okay.
couldn't do the practices. And so I would learn it day of. They would make my costume, they would have my costume already made. Bam, we're ready to go out on the floor at 7:30 p.m. And I'd
Oh,
be like, well, I just love it here. I just love to dance.
yeah. So you were just ready to go. Day of.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know how I did that actually, because that's actually really crazy.
Yeah, so that tells me day of your first game at USC, you were not nervous, or were you?
No, I don't really. No, I don't get that nervous anymore. Like I'll get nervous, but it's like a good nervous. I feel like there's always the right amount of nervous you want to have, just so you care.
Mm-hmm.
But with this, I was just so excited, and I was actually low key a little emo, and I don't get emotional about stuff, but it was just like, this dream I done had for what 2 3 years is coming true, and it just feels like I'm just surrounded by so much love from the team, and it was just great to have these girls who some of them didn't even know me, but they still believed in what I wanted to have and what I wanted to bring here. And so being able to have them support me and believe in the vision and then seeing it, it's like, ah. So,
That's how I felt watching y'all video. Honestly, like I obviously did not know the backstory, but I just knew how hard it had to be to like get that from an idea into like y'all were right there, like premium seats. It didn't look like anyone was in front of y'all. That's already hard enough to do at a big college football game. But to be there, to be black, to be beautiful, to be dancing when the band is somewhere else and like
mhm.
y'all are not necessarily with the band, y'all are there on your own. Like I know that had to be something.
It was crazy. Like, and honestly, the band wasn't even playing that much this game, and so we was like, this is literally the perfect time. I teamed up with the DJ. His name is DJ Mosky,
You
and
go
so
again knowing everybody.
I'm telling y'all, the connections be connecting, and we became close. Like I'll be texting him, oh, these are songs right here. And then he'll be like, I got you. And so bam, another set. And it just felt so good because even like the cheerleaders and the dancers that are on the field, they were like, oh my gosh, who are they? And so it's just really exciting because it's like all the eyes are on you. Like they're just like, I can't stop looking.
Yeah. So after the first game, videos go viral. You are on ESPN with your team. You're at Good Morning America, Jennifer Hudson. What was that like?
That was crazy. Like I'm literally gonna explain it as fast as I possibly can for you, real quick. Literally after the game, it's like 10, 11 p.m. And I'm like, "Ugh, I'm just so proud of us. I'm gonna post them on my Twitter." And you know how Twitter, you never get no likes on nothing. Like it is the most humbling social media platform you
Is
can ever
you
go on.
think you think you're doing it, and it's like one light.
One. And so I'm really posting this for myself at this point. So I'm like, period, y'all. I just created a majorette team. I'm so proud of us. Look at us go. Yeah. It's 11 p.m. So I really was like, nobody's literally on here. Nobody cares.
And you're West Coast. So East Coast
Exactly.
sleep.
So it's basically 1 a.m. everywhere else. And I was like, post 30 minutes later, I'm like, 50 likes. 50. I don't even get 50 likes when I post a picture of myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like, oh. And then like my phone did not stop buzzing. And I was like, bro, what is going on? Next thing you know, I'm going viral. And I said, oh,
Me? Viral?
because I was like, I knew it was gonna happen one day, but I just did not imagine it like this at all. So it was just really crazy. And then Jennifer Hudson, when they emailed me, I said, this is a scam. This is not them.
This ain't Jennifer Hudson.
It's literally not her. I was like, Jennifer Hudson got a TV show? What, where have I been? I know I don't watch TV no more, but sheesh. So I was like, this can't be real. I replied, but scam. It was not a scam. I said, oh my God. And my favorite movie was Dreamgirls. Well, it is Dreamgirls. And so this was just like, oh my God, this is too much for me. Like, I
Full
can't believe
circle. Full circle.
literally it was full circle. And then being able to go on ESPN and Good Morning America, I was like, it's crazy. Like, I genuinely did not expect this to happen at all. Like, I was just like, I just want to create a team, I just want, that's it. Like, I didn't think, people were going to be like loving it from all over the country and then all over the world. And it was just so much. And I was just so happy and so, I couldn't stop smiling and crying, but it was good tears though. So,
Good tears. Good tears.
very good
That's
tears.
good. Because I know a lot of times with the love comes haters and naysayers. And I know there was a whole conversation on Twitter, per usual, PWI versus HBCU. How did you navigate that while also keeping the high of being very proud of yourself?
So honestly, honest moment, I genuinely don't care what people have to say about me. Oops. But
Oops.
yeah, growing up, like being in competitive gymnastics and being a dancer, it was just never my, it was just, I was never in competition with other people. It was just always, I'm competing against myself. I'm just trying to better myself right now. And then it just carries on. And my parents, they know this. Like, I don't care about nothing nobody has to say if it doesn't include something positive. And so it did not phase me one bit. I was like, that really does suck that you guys hate this, but I did not do it for you guys. Like, y'all are what y'all, like, you guys are out of college. Like, this doesn't even concern you, to be very frank. And I'm doing this for the black people, not just for the black people at HBCUs, not just for the black people at PWIs. I'm doing this for black people, period. Because guess what? When you go walk into an audition, an interview, you're still going to be black. It doesn't matter what school you came from. They're going to see you as a black person. So there's nothing I can do, you can do. And so that's really all I could say to myself and to my team.
Yeah. I feel like that's a great mindset because it just always happens. Someone's really happy about something, someone posts something so positive, no negativity attached, and all of a sudden, why she ain't just go here or why she ain't do it like this? And it's just like, how about you create something where you want to create it and you do it how you want to do it? This is
Mhm.
Princess, this is Cardinal Divas of SC, and let them do what they do. So I have a lot of respect for the way y'all navigated that because I didn't see anything where y'all were like being nasty or like talking down on people. Y'all were genuinely like, I understand where y'all are coming from, but this is what we're doing. So
Yeah. Yeah, I made that very clear to the team. Like, we're not responding to any negativity. You're not doing anything. You could put it in our group chat with just the 10 of us, but outside of that, it's not going anywhere because this isn't about the negativity. We're just here to spread the awareness and keep it going because I wanted majorette on a larger platform, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. So we can only just say thank you to the positivity and to the negativity because it's going to keep having us the topic of conversation. So,
first season, looking back, what are some of the moments that stand out to you as some of your favorites?
my favorites. Mm, okay, so I'm going to say definitely the first game, obviously, for its own reasons. And then I'll say this one isn't even an on the field experience, but it was when Essence did an article on me and I just broke down crying.
Oh,
Embarrassing, but it's okay because it was just so surreal. And it was just like, I just felt my grandma's looking at me and watching me and being so proud. And so it really meant a lot to me. That was really big for me. And then I'll say another favorite moment was when Together did a short film on me and they got to follow me around. And it was a really, really, really long day. I had rehearsal for my show, and then I had to do the game. So I ran over to the stadium and then back over to rehearsal. And so it was just really great for for them to see like the life that I lead basically every day. And it was just exciting to let people in, and because I know so many people had questions after
Yeah.
everything happened. So I felt like it was a good way to introduce me in a way.
Yeah. And what were some of the more challenging moments that you found a way to overcome?
I would say most challenging was figuring out how I can still speak for the team while being honest with myself and with the team, like in support of USC and how we don't have any basically. And it was just trying to find a way to not hide that fact, but also still trying to make sure that we can have a relationship with them when the time hopefully comes, and not, putting them on full blast, but still people realizing like where is their support system. So that was hard, trying to figure out how to maneuver through conversations while keeping it, professional, but also being able to say we don't have support. We want support. We have support for pictures, but we don't have support in real life.
Mhm.
Um, and I'll also say how few people did not believe in me at all. Like they were like, even coming into this and trying to further it for like next season example, and they were like, "Oh, I want to be president too one day." Like that's literally verbatim. I will
That's
never forget
great.
that phrase, because he was just like, "Dang, you really don't believe in me, huh?" And so I had to tell them. I couldn't. I know I didn't even tell them. I had to show them better than I could tell them, because it was just like, "Dang, you believe so little in me." But it was just like a little push to keep going, because there's always going to be people like that wherever you are. So
Yeah. Year two, tryouts. Is it bigger and better than year one?
it definitely was. And it was in person, so that was exciting. Uh, it was actually a really good turnout. I was very shocked and I was excited too. And then, even still, right now, people are like, "When are auditions? Like, did we miss them?" And I was like, "Yes, you did miss them.
See you next year.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be on the Instagram. Get on your Zoom. You gotta get on your Zoom." And it was crazy because I was like, "What do you want me to do?" I posted it on my social media, Cardinal Divas social media. The team was posting it. Like, I can only help so much, guys. But
Yeah.
it's just really exciting to see how many people continue to want to be a part of it, and it's just like the start of a great legacy. I'm excited.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about that because I know you're a Delta. I'm an AKA, and we know the history of, yes, hey, Sister Greek. We know the history and just the importance of these organizations on campus. So,
Mhm.
in a way, do you see yourself being what your founders would have dreamt of? Someone being a trailblazer in a space where there wasn't necessarily something for you of this sort, and you created it.
Yes, yes. Great question. Absolutely. Like honestly, I'm because we have like a little awards. We have awards, yearly, bi-yearly, and this is where they're named after some of our founders too. And it's just like, wow, I can't wait to get I can't wait to get this award one day, because I know she's so proud of me.
Yeah.
And it's just exciting to see like, wow, I am doing exactly what my founders did, and I'm doing exactly what they want me to continue doing, not just being a trailblazer at school, but being a trailblazer for the Black community and being able to continue uplifting them and putting them on that pedestal that they deserve to be on. And I'm just so happy that I get to be a part of rewriting history and putting it back on the market, like even TikTok right now, and how majorette is this big thing now. And I don't want to say it's because of me, but I
You're, I'll say it. You're definitely a part of that surge. I'll
yeah.
say it.
And so it's just exciting to see like how all of our history gets to come back, and we get to explain it and we get to show it off the way that it deserves to be shown off, and not watered down in any type of way. And I'm just so honored to be a part of the history that it's going
Yeah,
into.
you are a trailblazer. You're doing the things. You're making it happen. So, virtual flowers for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So you're about to graduate. What is your vision once you graduate for Cardinal Divas?
Let me tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell you and the whole whoever is gonna be listening to this podcast here. I want y'all to know the Cardinal Divas of SC will be on the field. Okay, they will be on the field, and it might not be tomorrow. It might not be the day after that, but I promise you, if I have any control, we will be on the field. And we might just be on some other fields too. You never know
You
because
know.
we're
Y'all
not.
got parades and everything.
Yes, exactly. People see this stuff, and I just want people to know that it doesn't matter how many people are telling you no. All you need is one singular yes. And even if you are your own yes, it is okay. Like, don't stop, keep going. It's all going to be worth it. If you have that vision, if you have that determination, anything is possible. And I'm basically living proof of that. So I just want the Cardinal Divas of SC to continue holding on to this legacy and being able to be the team at USC, not just a student organization, an athletic team that gets the same support as the other dance teams on this campus. I want them to be at that same exact level, and I'm going to keep working towards getting that, and I'm not going to stop.
I love that. So I like to end with this question. Who is someone who has been instrumental in your success that you have not had a chance to tell? Who is that person and what is your message to them?
Mm. Honestly, I feel like I've told them already. I
Okay.
tell them all the time. But it's definitely my parents, like 100%. My mama and my daddy, they they've been holding me down since day one. I promise. Like, doesn't matter what I want to do, they're 100% supporting it. Like, you want to dance? Dance classes every day. You want to tumble? Tumbling every day. You want to sing now? Can you even sing? I don't know, but we're gonna put you in the voice lesson and we're gonna find out. You don't want to go to a normal high school? You want to go to performing arts high school? Go. You want to go to USC thousands of miles away from home? We're gonna support you. Go. It's just been there's never been a doubt in their mind about me, and I feel like that just keeps me going, and it makes me so grateful to have parents like that because I know a lot of us don't. And
Yeah.
so I want to be able to not only thank my parents, but I want to be able to one day be able to return the favor. And it just makes me so grateful.
Yes. Well, I know they're proud of you. And you're doing all the things. It's all coming together. The dancing, the tumbling, it's all coming together. So thank you for your time. I really enjoyed this interview.
Of course. Thank you for having me.